Hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to Tab Attack. Today we're going to be doing a review of the DJI Phantom 3 Standard. Let's get going. First of all, let's get some stuff out of the way. This is by far not my first drone, but I guess you could say it is my first serious drone. I mean serious as above the toy grade. I've been flying RC helicopters, RC quadcopters, and RC planes in the toy category for over 5 years now. But when I saw this deal on Black Friday, I couldn't pass it up. After flying this bird for over 2 months, I'm going to answer the age-old question. Is the DJI Phantom 3 Standard worth it? Before we begin, here are the specifications for all these spec junkies out there. Good? Alright, let's get into the review. Number 1. Camera quality. The camera quality of this drone is, put simply, amazing. Shooting at up to 2.7K at 30 frames per second, the built-in Panasonic sensor with this drone is equivalent to a great point-and-shoot camera. With an 110-degree field of view, the camera included is wide angle enough to give you great composition, but not too wide angle to the distorting area, like GoPros and other action cameras, which have around an 150-degree field of view. However, the other half of the magic has gotta be the amazing 3-axis gimbal and vibration dampening system. With rubber dampeners and motors compensating for nearly every move, the gimbal system acts like an aerial tripod. Best of all, no cropping in for digital video stabilization, something very common for other drones in this same price range. Number 2. Battery. While more expensive models of the DJI Phantom 3 do nearly everything better than the standard, battery life is not one of them. DJI claims 25 minutes of battery life, and my results are similar, around 21 to 25, depending on how aggressive you fly it and a whole bunch of other variables such as temperature. Additionally, this drone uses DJI's intelligent battery system, which helps minimize the risk of mishandling and overcharging by using a built-in microprocessor within the battery to help regulate discharging and charging of the battery. Number 3. Value. To say this drone gives you the most bang for your buck would be an understatement. For $499, or sometimes even $399, you can get a full camera system with a 3-axis gimbal that can shoot 12 megapixels photos and 2.7K video. That alone, that system, would cost nearly $300. On top of that, you get the actual drone with GPS capability, intelligent autonomous flight modes, and super powerful brushless motors. The fact that we get so much in this drone that's ready to fly for such a low price tag allows DJI to blow value out of the water and out of the park against competitors in the same price range, such as the Up Air 1. While that's all good, there are a couple of compromises DJI takes to achieve this great value. First of all, reliability. DJI leads you into believing that this drone will do everything by itself, from taking off to landing. This simply is not true. Due to the complicated plumbing of wireless signals from the drone to the remote and the remote to the phone, there's bound to be a mishap here and there. And when that happens, you need to take full control. In the last 2 months I've been flying this drone, I've had 2 of these mishaps. First of all, the scenario happened where I flew my drone in my backyard, and suddenly it took off at high speed and crashed straight into the barbecue stove. The second time, the drone just hung in midair and didn't let me move or control it for around 20 seconds. All of these scenarios are unacceptable and dangerous and question the safety of this product. However, all these problems occurred in firmware 1.4.2, and after updating to 1.7, I can happily say that I have not encountered any more problems. Another place DJI had to cut costs was in the controller. While it's still really well built and it has great response times, it fails to compete against the controllers of higher models, such as of the Phantom 3 and the Phantom 4. Looking more like a refreshed version of the Phantom 2 controller, the DJI Phantom 3's controller uses metal switches for changing GPS to altitude mode to intelligent mode. However, it lacks the photo and video buttons, along with the exposure knob and separate land and return home buttons. The most annoying difference, in my opinion, is the lack of a centered phone/tablet holder, as it's replaced with a small little clip on the left shoulder of the controller. Still, it serves its job well, with nice additions such as a rechargeable battery and a nifty spring-loaded lock on each stick. Lastly, the DJI Phantom 3 Standard lacks VPS. VPS, or Visual Positioning System, is a series of optical flow and ultrasonic sensors located at the bottom of the higher models of DJI's lineup. It allows phenomenally better hovering capabilities when flying close to the ground or without GPS. Speaking of GPS, this bird also lacks GLONASS, a system which allows connection to the Russian and US satellite system. And when combined, they can allow a drone to connect up to 20 satellites. The regular GPS system can only lock up to 10. This means the navigation system is slightly less accurate when hovering and returning to home. In conclusion, while the DJI Phantom 3 Standard sounds like it's missing a lot, it really isn't. As a first-time serious drone flyer, I'd say that this drone is perfect for starting in aerial photography and videography. And for only $499, this drone is much more than basic. As for the reliability issues I've been facing, I think it's safe to say that I was on a bad firmware at the time, so update. So is the DJI Phantom 3 Standard worth it? Luckily, I can say a resounding yes.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more interesting reviews like this. I would really appreciate it. This is Tevatech, and I'm signing off.